There we go. Okay, anyway. Microphone issues. Anyway, I didn't forget to unmute my microphone, but OBS stopped registering it for some reason, so anyway. So, let's go over everything in brief once again. So, tonight, playing Arknights, possibly going to be playing for a shorter time than usual, or rather, yeah, I'm planning on streaming for about an hour, because I'm a little bit tired this evening. Yes, I've been fairly tired in general, because work has been more demanding lately. But yes, and so yeah, because of that, I wasn't able to stream as much as I would like towards the end of last week. Yeah, we missed quite a few streams that week. But yeah, again, it's not really so much. It's not so much that work has been any more. I guess I said more demanding. It's not that it's been more. I've had to do anything more, at least not significantly more. Yeah, it's more so that there is a time of uncertainty at my workplace, and certainly there is no uncertainty about whether or not I will continue to be employed. So don't worry about that. But yeah, there's been some leadership changes recently and stuff like that, and yeah, I've had to figure a lot of things out while I haven't had a whole lot of direct instruction on things. So that has been a bit stressful and such. So yes. Anyway, so once again, tonight, Arknights. Yes. So for the schedule, I realized I forgot to go over that. But yes, we are going to be streaming on Tuesday, at least I'm not planning on it. Currently I'm planning on doing something else on Tuesday, which is why we are streaming today. But yes, I do think that streaming on Monday and Tuesday would be the ideal going forward, and then having time off on Wednesday, because Wednesday is a very busy day for me. But yeah, that is what I would like the most. It hasn't been practical for me up until recently, but parts of my schedule have changed, such that in theory, I should be able to stream most Mondays, if not necessarily all Mondays. But yes, other than that, let's see. So yes. So, again, we will see. Yeah, either we will stream again on Tuesday or we will stream again on Wednesday. Regardless of which day it will be, the game that we play on that day will be Atelier Yumia. Then Thursday, actually, yeah, I guess Thursday would be Yumia again. I did kind of get things out of order, didn't I, here? Oh well. But yes, Thursday would be Yumia again. Friday would be Mika and the Witch's Mountain, and Saturday should be some more Arknights. I suppose I could always change things around, but oh well. Anyway. So yeah, again, I think going forward, when possible, I think I would like to stream on Monday instead of Wednesday. Especially with some other changes that I'm currently planning on, but we're not going to worry about that too much right now. But yes. So, beyond that, another thing that I was talking about while I was muted, I guess, yeah, again, I wasn't muted, but while OBS had its ears closed to me, yes, I had mentioned that the game Rune Factory, Guardians of Azuma, we were planning on playing that, and the plan to do so has not changed, but the time frame has changed a little bit. Because initially the game was set to release towards the end of June, as I understand it. I believe it was somewhere in the range of the 25th to the 30th. I want to say 27th, but I'm not terribly confident in that. But yes, towards the end of June, it has now been rescheduled to release, I believe on the 5th of June, if I remember correctly, to coincide with the release of the Switch 2. And so I'm not playing the Switch 2 version, I'm planning on playing the Switch version. But on that note, I was also planning on getting the special limited edition version of the game, and due to circumstances here in the United States, pre-orders for that have been cancelled. However, I was able to get a pre-order of it through Amazon UK, so I'm probably still going to be getting that I'm still probably going to be getting the limited edition. I think if... I don't know exactly how the logistics of all this is going to work out, but if it is reasonable and would save time, I might cancel that order and then reorder it through the US, through Amazon in the US, if possible. If I can get it cheaper and faster. But we shall see. We shall see. Anyway, one way or the other, because of international shipping, I wouldn't be able to play it on release as I was planning on. I could get the digital version of it, but I don't want to spend... I don't want to buy the game twice when I'm already buying a special edition of it. And obviously I don't need to buy the special edition of it, but I want to. So we shall see. Probably we're not going to be playing it on release day, but such is the way of things sometimes. Yes, anyway, all that being said, Arknights. In theory. Hold on. Alright, it seems that OBS has some other plans on this as well. Because I know that... Maybe I don't know that. Hold on. Maybe I don't know anything at all. That doesn't. Strange. Alright, it seems that there's some other issue here. Ah, wait. Okay, here we go. That was strange. Alright. Arknights. Yes, everything is going a little bit weird today, it seems like. Maybe the computer is tired also. Anyway, so, last time around, we got through Operation 6.2 and into Operation 6.3, which is also very challenging. We've done an okay job. We've done an okay job of strategizing. I've also swallowed my pride and leveled up Cement to get her closer to on par. I've leveled up a few other units, but none quite so much as Cement. And I've been thinking about what we want to do, because so far, you know, we're going to have a certain number of the possessed enraged soldiers coming through the top here and down this way towards Cement, who will be placed right here. And she's been holding her own pretty well. Previously it was very, very inconsistent whether or not she could survive long enough, but now with her being a bit higher level, she is doing so much more consistently. But yeah, she's actually doing well enough that I'm considering switching off. Previously she had a medic and a healing defender here. I believe we were using Gummy for this purpose, but don't quote me on that. But yes, I believe we were using Gummy here, Gavial here, both focusing on healing Cement. There we go, that's her name. But yes, I'm thinking we could probably get away with not doing that. Now, what exactly we'll want to do from there is a little bit uncertain. I'm thinking that we probably want to then, or rather, the thing that I was thinking of doing is, instead of having Gavial based such that she will heal Cement pretty much exclusively, I'm thinking of basically just turning her around, because in the front then, we then have the issue that we need a lot of healing to be on our front defender. We've been using Croissant for that purpose lately. We could maybe try another. I'm not exactly sure who would be a good other candidate. Yeah, we've got other defenders that have more defense, obviously. We've got other defenders that have more consistent defensive abilities, for instance. Because auto defense it's a decent, well, it's a pretty good defense, honestly. Yeah, it's a pretty good defense boost, but it's not amazing. Certainly we can do better. For instance, with Cora's shell defense. And if Croissant is not good for purpose, I think probably Boro would be our next port of call. because we don't need our defender to be able to output basically any meaningful amount of damage. We just need them to be able to survive, and to be able to survive on demand, because there is just a certain point in the mission where they have a lot of attention on them. Yeah, so auto defense is decent. Mostly I feel like the big benefit of auto defense is that it increases the effectiveness of her talent, which just gives her a chance to ignore all damage. But yeah, so I think that auto defense is good, but we haven't been succeeding with it recently is the issue. So I wonder if perhaps magnetic hammer, which we considered using previously but never tried out. I'm wondering if magnetic hammer could be good, because I only just now realized, or not just now, but last time I was looking into it, only just recently, I should say, realized that magnetic hammer has a stun on it. It knocks enemies back and stuns them. So being able to clear some space to give Croissant the time to be healed up a little bit could potentially be the difference between life and death. So yes, the damage might also kill something, but I'm not relying on it.
Leave the defense to me!
So yes. So beyond that, we have a very healing focused squad here. So yeah, we might also try swapping Schweier out for someone or something. I'm not sure what we would want. Yeah, Earth Spirit is doing okay, but not spectacular. Yeah, she's helping Cement kill things, but honestly, she might not be that necessary either. We might actually want to do a run, or we might want to try a run. Well, I don't know. I feel like if we lost the DPS that Earth Spirit gives, probably we would need a medic on Cement. We probably would need a medic on Cement. Yeah, it's not certain, but it feels likely. Yeah, because again, Cement survives consistently, but she doesn't survive by an exceptionally large margin. So we'll see. Again, we will see. But yeah, Blaze is pretty indispensable to the strategy that we have, placing her behind our defender. Yeah, with chainsaw extension module.
Just wait for us to get back, Doctor.
Alright, so I don't know if it really matters
Spineless
who of
scumbags.
Zima and Scavenger we put in front, if it matters at all. We've historically been putting Zima in front. I suppose we did also level up Zima quite a bit. That's another change to our lineup here. Let's see. Okay. I just wanted to double check that I had game audio, since everything's been a little bit off today.
Bring it on, bastards!
Alright. And we want Cement out as soon as we can get her.
Deviation for each drill hole is 2 centimeters.
Yeah, again, I'm never quite sure. Never entirely sure. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not entirely sure what order I want to deploy my other units. But I think that, yeah, we want Blaze out as soon as possible because her skill has a long wind up to it. Yes. So, with that then, I believe... Okay, another thing that I was thinking of was maybe placing Telopsis around here, facing there. If we do that, then we're not going to have Earth Spirit able to apply DPS to an enemy while they are within, and I guess we'd also need to change up our Vanguard lineup too, because they wouldn't be able to, yeah. Because again, we need to have all hands on deck healing, How do we do this? I think like so. Yes, we need to have all hands on deck
Victory or
healing
death.
whoever we place in the front. Again, Croissant in this instance. Yes.
Are we
So
doing
once we
this?
swap you, once you are done, we swap you out for Gummy. It doesn't matter which direction we face Gummy, really, but you know, might as well.
I'm ready.
Probably should have deployed Earth Spirit a little bit sooner, but it's fine.
Anyone hungry?
Yes. So, given circumstances,
Alrighty.
I don't know if we necessarily want Croissant that early. Ooh. Okay, Cement. Yeah, I think we were just a little bit shy on the, yeah, because we didn't have Photo Horde. Also, hello TVPG. Yes, I assume that's in reference to perhaps one of Zima's lines. But anyway, our strategy has fallen apart here, so we're going to have to restart.
Man, you
Yeah, there's no
suck.
recovering
Get
from it
lost.
if Cement falls there, unfortunately. Yes. So, let's try that again. Yes, how are you doing today, TVPG? Well, I hope.
We'll be back with the best results you ever did see.
Ha!
Sit. Alright. So yeah, again, we had some timing issues there. I think we needed to...
I know what to do.
Either we needed to place Earth Spirit sooner, or we needed to, now that I think about it, Earth Spirit has quicksand conversion on her, which I don't think would be useful for this purpose. Anyway. Where was I? Right. So, the specific units that we place, and the specific order that we place them, and the specific time that we place them, is pretty important for this mission. Though the answer to all of our questions on that front are more or less just as soon as possible. The sooner we can get our important units out, the better. Again, we need Blaze to get her chainsaw extension module as soon as we can. Yes, we need to get Cement's talent active as soon as possible. Yes. Yeah, all of these need to happen as quick as we can get them, ideally at very specific times.
For power and glory.
Alright.
I'm ready.
Earth Spirit like so.
Are we
Swap
doing
you
this?
out for Gummy.
I'm ready to fight.
I'm going to see... Now that we've had a failure with our strategy, I'm a little bit nervous, but... I'm going to see what we can do. I think we should still have this. But you never know, I guess. Okay, so that did survive.
Alright.
What are you scared of?
I don't know that she's going to survive this next one, though. She did not. Okay, so we can't get away with not having a medic on Cement.
Don't worry, we've successfully retreated. I will clean your wounds now. It might hurt. Please be brave.
So, with the revelation that we do definitely need to have a medic on Cement, and I'm not 100% sure what would have made me thought that we didn't, if it is this clear cut. But with the revelation that we do definitely need a medic on Cement, that does change things a little bit. Because again, ideally, whatever medic we place on Cement would also be placed in such a way that they can heal our frontliner. Though, if we were to swap out Earth Spirit, because if Cement has a healer on her, if Cement has two healers on her, I should say, she can probably deal with, if she has two healers on her, she can probably deal with the enraged fast enough that or rather, she can survive against them fast enough that they simply perish. So that shouldn't be a huge deal. Perfumer could be decent for consistency's sake, though I do like the ability to heal quickly, if at all possible. I don't think we really have anyone with high attack speed, or any attack speed increases on their healing. I don't have a whole lot of medics, like, leveled up to any real degree, do I, huh? Well, I do, but most of them are already on the team. Yeah. Pure Stream's healing waves could also be good, because that would give us a big burst of healing that we could use to make sure that Croissant simply does not die. I wonder how she compares. Yeah, she's a therapist medic. What are therapists like in comparison to medics? At least in terms of attack speed. That's my main concern here. Alright, so their base attack speed is 2.85 seconds, which I want to say is the same as the standard. Yes, 2.85. So yes, so with that, assuming that she's at a similar level, maybe even if she's not at a similar level, yeah, all medics except incantation medics have uniform attack speed. Okay, gotcha. I was thinking that the multi-target medics had a slower attack speed, but I'm probably... No, they have a lower attack on average, right. But yeah. So yeah, so I think that Pure Stream is probably okay. I don't know that she's going to be great for this. Let me see what the, with her just at her base level. Pure Stream... Okay, we need to place her pretty far forward to make sure that she can get the most healing onto our target, but that shouldn't be a huge deal. Yes. So, oh, we can max out her potential also. Nice. Not that means a whole lot to us, but we can do it. Anyway, I definitely don't think that, well, I mean, a level 10 medic's still not nothing, but we'll see. I'm gonna level her up a little bit.
If the purpose is to gain experience, wouldn't it be faster to put everything into practice?
Well, you're about to get your chance there, Pure Stream.
No problem. Just leave it to me.
So yes. So again, we haven't gotten to the stage where we actually make use of Croissant yet, but once we do, then we're going to see, you know, the tremendous need for healing, both immediately and over time, that we have been experiencing. I almost wonder, who is our... Well, no, okay. Again, I don't think that we can really justify... If we've got the burst healing option, we need it, more or less, is what I'm trying to say here. Let's see, does... Yeah, this is... It's a heal on everyone within range, but we only need to heal one person. And this is also a heal on everyone within range, but it's a heal equal to 200% of her attack. Versus Gabrielle having only 18% on her second skill. But yes. I wonder... Am I misremembering? I feel like we determined last time that Cement can survive with only one source of healing. I thought that it was with just Gummy, but it might have been with just a medic. If it is with just a medic, then I suppose we could theoretically remove Gummy from the equation also, and, I don't know, maybe put another medic on the team. Because again, we've just got a lot going on in the front. But, in theory, your stream should be able to handle
Just wait for
the
us
bulk
to get
of it.
back, Doctor.
It shouldn't be a huge deal. It shouldn't be a huge deal, but, you know. Yes. So, as soon as we can, we get Scavenger out. Then once again, next is Cement, and then, Yeah, cement and then blaze. I'm a little bit low on water today. I might need to go refill my water bottle at some point during the stream.
Remember, max deviation for each drill hole is 2 centimeters.
Yes. So, then, as soon as we can get her, we want Blaze on the field because we want to get Chainsaw Extension Module up as soon as possible.
Roar of my chainsaw.
Yes. Then, as soon as we can, we get Lopsis on the field as well. So yeah, again, we're going to experiment to see how things go. I guess, yeah, without Earth Spirit and without,
Bring it on, bastards!
yeah, without Earth Spirit and without our other, the other parts of our setup here. So yes.
If you want
So,
treatment, you gotta come closer.
I think, yeah, we need to place Pure Stream more or less like so. I guess we could have placed her in the Lopsis's location also. But yeah, with the way things are now, we need to have Pure Stream
Cleaning
here.
work is my specialty.
If you want treatment, you gotta come closer.
Alright, so
Here we
Assault.
are.
And yes, then when the Possessed come,
Hurry up.
ooh, I'm definitely not liking what I'm seeing on
You
Cement's
get no
side.
sympathy.
Okay, so we do need 2 sources of healing. 1 is not enough. Maybe it could have been okay if we... I don't know. What could we have done? Alright, Blaze is not getting her extension module.
Affirmative.
Program
Yeah,
initiating
do you have the
healing
skill rank?
process.
I don't think it says on the
Keep writhing in
battlefield.
the gutter.
At least I don't
Where
see
do you
it.
need me?
Well, we're going to have to retreat anyway, so... whoops. Yes, it's
Don't be glum,
not
chum.
1.
Follow-up work
I know
is
that
part
much.
of construction too.
Yeah, you can only see it
Just
outside
leave
of
it to
battle.
me to
Okay,
take care of the
good.
reinforcement.
I'm glad I
Cheer up,
didn't just
Doc.
overlook it. But yeah, it is 4, which is about the standard. I have a few of them that are above 4, but not many. I suppose I could also increase in Capelin. Or sort of what I've been sitting at. Yeah, we could always go above that, but I don't know. Again, even though I'm not that attached anymore to the idea of trying to maximize the challenge because the stage is already pretty challenging. But yeah, I don't know. There's still a part of me that wants to be able to say that I've done things with as low as I reasonably could. As reasonably low levels, as reasonably low skill ranks. But yes, anyway. So, things are going okay, but yeah, again, the issue was the same. We need to have another source of healing on Cement. I feel like I do really kind of feel like if we had Earth Spirit there, we might have been able to get by with just Gabriel. Because if we had Earth Spirit there, then the Enraged would have been taking more damage and they would have taken longer to get to, they would have taken longer to get to... Actually, do we want... I feel like we want attack speed more than we want attack. Yeah. And yeah, I don't think... Binary Reload could... Well, I don't think we're going to see multiple Enraged within Cement's range very often. Yeah, Orchid would probably be slightly better. He does do less damage, though, which is a bit of an issue. We'll try Earth Spirit again. Of course, there's always a pretty quick fix to the problem of the less damage, but oh well. So yes, so again, Earth Spirit. I feel like if we had the extra damage from Earth Spirit and the extra time before the possessed enraged soldiers get to Cement, that could maybe make up for the lack of Gummy. Because again, in the very back there, Gummy is not contributing very much except to Cement survival. And granted, Cement survival is
So the
paramount.
enemy won't find you.
Yes, if Cement does not survive, then we do not survive, but
Spineless scumbags.
yeah, if Cement does not survive, then the rest of us don't survive. But even so, I want to make sure that we're getting some value out of everyone that we place on the field. Yes. So, with that, Cement,
Blueprints, check out. Let the
and then
construction work
next
begin.
will be Blaze. Yes. Things are proceeding as normal. We've gone through this song and dance many a
This
time.
place could use some heat.
Yes. One way or the other, though, once again, Colossus will be our go-to. I feel like I want to try like this, now that we
Archie
have
charging.
Earth Spirit, or not Earth Spirit. Yes, Earth Spirit, because we do have her, but Pure Stream, rather.
What are you
Pure
scared
Stream.
of?
Incorporated into our strategy.
Ready to heal.
So, with
I'm
things like so, I think that the extra damage should provide a certain degree of
Hang in there, I'm
survivability
coming.
that will allow better results for our good friend Cement here. So yes, we want
Here we
Assault
are.
up
Hang in
as soon
there,
as we
I'm
can get her. Okay, yeah, with Earth Spirit,
Garbage.
Cement's HP went down a lot, didn't go down as low, rather.
Hang in there, I'm coming.
Let's see, we can swap you out.
Water
Place Pure Stream
delivery.
like so. And yeah, we're actually doing pretty well. So yeah, Earth Spirit was a good pick.
Come on, get it together.
Yes. We need extra
Affirmative.
healing, so we will place Lancet down
Time
early.
to dry fresh blood coats my saw and boils the whole battlefield.
Alright, well,
Don't get yourself killed, dummy.
I guess, yeah,
Fight.
I had,
All
well,
right.
right,
Initiation.
Enkephalin.
Complete.
I forgot to activate Enkephalin. Yeah, I always sit on
Situation
that
is
for
getting
too
worse.
long.
Should we retreat? We can come back when we're stronger.
Those lines don't match the subtitle. Interesting. Anyway. So yeah. So I've had the issue a lot of sitting on Enkephalin too long. But there I had the issue of just not using it at all. I just forgot that I had it.
Us frontline breachers have high standards. Try to keep up.
Alright, anyway.
Ha!
Once again, we know the first part of the mission pretty well. So, no
I
need
know
to
what to
belabor
do.
this point. I do, in fact, know what to do. I suppose she said that she knows what to do, but...
What are you scared
Anyway.
of?
So yes. So, Cement,
Remember, max deviation for each drill hole
I
is
feel
2
like
centimeters.
something's slightly different with the timing of how we've been placing Blaze. Maybe we were placing her before Cement
There is no
earlier,
turning
because I feel
back
like
for you.
I feel like we were getting Chainsaw Extension Module up earlier in the mission previously.
This place could use some heat.
I don't know, it might not be... I might just be imagining that. Who knows? Yes. Once again, you might want to reconsider specifically what medics we're using for this also. Because, again, let's see, Hibiscus has the best attack out of all of our medics. Definitely has the best attack. But I think that Enkephalin is going to be indispensable because we need to get a lot of healing during the prolonged period in which Croissant is going to be in big danger. Yeah, we can't afford to have too much of an interval between the heals. Yeah. So, again, Tolopsis is indispensable. I'm a little bit... Honestly, I'm almost rethinking whether or not we want to have Pure Stream on the... for this. Healing Waves is definitely good for the burst healing, but do we need that burst healing is the question. I think we might have also had Zima out a little bit too long.
Hurry up.
Did we have Zima out at that point in the battle,
Need
actually?
healing, come over.
I don't know. I thought we did.
What are you
I've
scared
changed
of?
our order up here, which could be bad, maybe? Nope, hold on, not you.
Target
Again,
marked.
I don't know, we
Hang
don't
in
need to be
there,
that
I'm
strict with the timing. We don't need to be that strict with the timing on Telopsis, because Enkephalin doesn't take that long to charge up. And we only need to use it once in the battle. Oh, hold on. But... alright. Farewell. Alright, anyway. So yes. Fun. Anyway, where was I? Okay. Yeah, again, the Earth Spirit value is apparent.
Cleaning work is my specialty.
Come on, get
Do
it
we...
together.
This might have been... I don't know. I know you're
You
replacing...
get no sympathy.
oh,
Are we doing this?
you're replacing Croissant earlier in the
Alrighty.
Hang in
previous
there, I'm coming.
accounts. Which could have an impact on this, but maybe won't,
There we
I'm not
go.
sure. Alright, we are very, very medicked up. So here's hoping. Yeah, I saw the...
Affirmative.
Healing mode enabled.
Alright,
Fresh
alright.
blood coats me.
Oh no, I was too late. Again.
Don't get yourself killed,
Okay.
dummy.
But yeah, I saw Cement's HP going down pretty low there, and I knew in my heart of hearts that I should have been using Earth Spirit skill.
A fatal error occurred during the operation. Reboot the system to proceed.
Yeah, because we needed a little bit more damage there. But yeah, I think that we've got... whoops. We've got a pretty good lineup here. I think we've got what we need. But... yeah, it's just a matter of hitting the right timings,
Us
basically.
frontline creatures have high standards. Try to keep up.
Alright, so, Zemo. Fast forward. Yes. Scavenger. Whoop. Don't mess up the order because you're in a hurry. Okay, there we go.
What are you scared
Yes.
of?
Cement.
The blueprints check out. Let the construction work begin.
And then Blaze? Yeah, that should be fine.
Hear the roar of my chainsaw.
Yeah, the question is, when precisely do we want to use Earth Spirit?
I'm
Yeah,
ready.
when precisely do we want to use Earth Spirit's skill?
What are you scared of?
Arknights charging.
Yes. We need Gavial on the field as soon as we can get her.
Ready
Got an
to
ad
heal.
coming up here in a little bit. Honestly, since I need to go get water anyway, we might just take a break for that real quick. So yeah, so we'll go have an ad break, I'll go get some water, and then we will resume. So yes, be right back. There we are. Alright, I have returned. Okay, anyway, so. I think,
doing
no, I
this?
don't think we
If you
want to
want
fish
treatment,
for
you
another
gotta come
activation. I think we
closer.
just want to get our players on the field as soon as we can get them.
Hang in there, I'm coming.
Seek enthusiasts.
I don't know if there's really going to be a one time that's like substantially better than every other
What is victory or death?
to use Earth Spirit skill. I think basically, as long as we can just
Don't get yourself
improve
killed,
survivability,
dummy. Duh.
it's better.
It's me.
There we go.
Yes, as soon as we have two possessed near to being in range, I think that is when we need to have Enkephalin active.
Time to try hand of the road.
Alright. That was probably a little bit early.
My saw and boils the whole battlefield. Fun! Did that splash of cool water wake you up?
Yeah, things aren't quite going as planned. But
Time to try
just a second too late. Alright, other than that though, things went pretty well. We did actually have that possessed and enraged soldier go down, so that's nice.
You will please come to your senses.
Granted, I don't think we can have Blaze survive everything that's going on. Oh. Okay. So yeah, we should have activated that earlier. Yeah, again, there's a lot going on here, so. Unfortunate. Blaze is actually surviving full stop. That's not, yeah, definitely not what I expected in any capacity. So yeah, I don't think we're going to win this mission, but we've gathered some data at least.
Come on, get it together.
Yeah. So yeah, not bad. Not bad. Very close.
Man, you suck. Get lost.
Yeah, I've also not been noticing any particular issues on the stream end. Yeah, for those who may not be aware, we've been seeing some frame drops, quite a bit of frame drops recently. I feel like it's been happening primarily during the Atelier streams, so I don't know if it's necessarily an issue with just Atelier,
It's cheaper that
but
way.
I also didn't notice the problem very much recently. I spent some time trying to fix it, and though I don't know for sure what I did that may have fixed it, I didn't notice it after that, so... But yeah, anyway, if you do notice any frame drops, let me know, because I'd like to know if it's still a problem. But yes, unfortunately, I cannot spare much time to look away from the battlefield in a lot of these cases.
Bring it on, bastards!
The blueprints check out. Let the construction work begin.
So, with all that, again, we want to get Blaze out as soon as we can. Yeah, I think the positioning on Colossus has been perfectly fine. We haven't run into any issues due to it. Yeah, the timing on Magnetic Hammer is going to be really important, because we need to be able to time that for... I guess we could play... Well, it doesn't really matter that much. I feel like we do kind of want to have Colossus a little bit forward, potentially facing up so that she can heal our other medics and whatnot.
There's the enemies.
Because we do have the casters, and they are an
We need
issue.
healing. Come over.
I don't know.
Let's
I
begin.
feel like maybe Gabriel might not be the best choice.
Where do you need me?
Her skill is automatic, though, which is a pretty big
Hang in there,
factor,
I'm coming.
honestly. Yeah, just the fact that she has an automatic skill is very important to me, because I do have a tendency to not activate manual skills.
Hang in there, I'm coming. You get no sympathy.
So yes, I think at this point we are fine. We don't need to activate Earth Spirit's skill.
Come on, get it together.
We can retreat you and start placing... Nope, you're not a medic. We can start placing more medics.
Cleaning work is my specialty.
Yes, we don't need...
I'm heading into the thick of it. Come on, get it
Alright,
together.
Building complete. There we go.
Affirmative.
Fresh
Okay,
blood
okay,
coats
okay.
my saw and boils the end of the road.
Okay.
A fight.
This is
Alright,
okay.
let me roll up my sleeves. A fight. Water nurtures us all.
Heal. Alright. The salt is surviving, but the question is, will she continue surviving? The answer is no.
Don't get yourself.
Power of the earth. Business competitor or not, you will
Get a
So,
lesson from me.
with that, honestly, we might just want to not place all of our eggs in one
Heal that wound in
basket.
no time.
Hang in there, I'm coming.
Yeah, we might just not. That might just not be the play, basically.
That splash of
We
cool
might just
water
want to
wake
have
you
another
up?
defender. Oh, right.
Stay focused when you're
Another
ready
thing
to
that I
play.
forgot about was cement skill. Yeah. But yeah, that's another factor.
If you want treatment, you
So
gotta
one
come
of
closer.
these fellows will die.
Don't be
Ooh,
afraid.
is the... No. Oh, hold on. Are we... Oh, are we about to win? I think we're about to win, actually. Not like a clean win, but it is a win. Okay,
Come on, get it together.
thanks. Alright, I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. Yeah. Okay. So... Yeah, having another defender there may well have been the thing that put us over the edge and let us actually survive that. Yeah, another duelist to place, like, in front of, yeah, placing a duelist in front of... Yeah. Placing a duelist in front of, Croissant there probably would have also been a huge, huge boon to her, because that would have been able to take one of the enemies, the focus of one of the enraged off of her. How many men have fallen before you? Seeking Ursine. Of course, I will bring it back for you. No, I'm not going to Chernobog. Rest. You'll be safe here. Get some rest. How many men have fallen before me? Drop your weapon. Just you? Move and I shoot. Shoot first, then ask questions. What? He disappeared? No, I saw your file. You're Faust, one of their leaders. Your arts won't fool me. I know this is just an optical trick. If I shoot, you'll still have a bolt in your head. Wrong. Can you predict my movements? The two of us, lone crossbowmen, we both pull the trigger at the same time, we both die. What's your name? Codename Greythroat. When did you get behind me? The third time you blinked. You're pretty direct. You've been separated from your squad. I'm not here to kill people who don't want to fight. We're enemies. Rhodes Island is here to save the infected. I saw you helping them. Those were my comrades. You're my enemy. When did Rhodes Island hire someone so naive? They've been doing it for a long time. Yes, I'm naive. All I can do is follow orders. I freeze up whenever I have to make a decision for myself. You need to be careful. Watch your finger. That's a single-shot crossbow. If I dodge your bolt, you're dead. Don't pull that trigger. You only follow orders. You only rely on everyone else to tell you what to do. That can only end poorly. Why? Most of the sheep who blindly take orders aren't actually dependent on anyone. They just haven't started thinking for themselves. And those who have no direction in life, they're just empty machines looking for a sense of accomplishment and meaning. You activate and perform your function, you input a goal, you achieve your goal until you consume everything around you, and you consume those you serve. I won't. You're inexperienced. I saw your interaction with the infected back there. You're doing the right thing. Your opinion means nothing to me. Faust, you've been avoiding the LGD, even the ones who are out here on their own. You haven't shot at them. I've been watching you. Don't take my patience for weakness. If I ambushed you, you'd be dead. But you didn't. You're exhausted. Take it from a crossbowman. Your string is drawn too tight. It's definitely going to snap. Take it from a crossbowman. You're too much. You've also seen those special infected. We can figure this one out together. Maybe you're right. Wait. But there's nothing I can do. Disappeared the instant he moved? You can't figure his position. Why haven't you killed me? You didn't shoot. Neither will I. The next time, if you don't kill me, I will kill you. I don't want to hurt you. That's too bad. I guess you need someone to answer you. Without an answer, you can't understand. Don't worry about it. Killing, dying, these are everyday facts of life, even for Rhodes Island. Why can't we work together to save them? I really wish I could, but I know I can't. Don't follow me. You still don't know them. You still don't have the whole picture. And me, there's nothing I can do anymore. How many men have fallen because of things I did? How many men have fallen because of things I didn't do?
Doctor! Everyone! Are you alright?
Alright. So, that is another mission in the bag. But we could do better. So, with that, I don't know. We definitely have time for another run, so I think I'm going to do one more. And yeah, this time, we're swapping out Swire. I think, yeah, what I was thinking... I believe that going 2 defenders is probably going to be good. I don't feel like leveling up Enectes or any of my other duelists. I don't know if I have any other duelists now that I think about it. But yeah, I don't know if I feel like doing exactly the thing that I said earlier. But I do think one thing that could be good would be to... Where did I put her? There she is, Cora. So yeah, I think that placing Cora in front, and by in front I mean before, chronologically, placing Cora before we place Croissant I think would be good, because shell defense, yeah, will also take a fair while to charge up. But, pardon. That's it. Yeah, shell defense will also take a fair amount of time to charge up, but it won't take as long as magnetic hammer, I don't think. Well, magnetic hammer has a shorter cooldown, but it requires her to be blocking, which she isn't going to be at all times. She's going to be most of the time, but... Anyway, shell defense takes a long time to charge up, but it will also give her a tremendous amount of defense, which could be just enough to help her survive the horrible monstrosities that we are going to face. But yes. So, yeah, that should be helpful for Cora. And I'm thinking of Croissant as the second, largely because of her passive not requiring any time to set up. But yeah, that will... I guess a lot of it just comes down to whether or not we get lucky with Miracle Field.
Rhodes Island Water Treatment Team, heading out!
Yeah, if we get good Miracle Field rolls, then we can probably survive this pretty well. If we don't get good rolls, then we don't, basically. Yeah, there's not much to it other than that, really. But, again, the shell will... Yeah, shell defense is not... doesn't care about champs. It just works. It just happens. You just use it.
What are you scared of?
So yes. So hopefully the reliability of just nearly doubling your defense will be good. We don't know for sure at this point, but... Right, Blaze first. Yeah. We're definitely within striking distance of a full clear of this stage, I think. I don't think I'm going to keep doing it on stream after this. I think we're just going to wrap up after this, but... I might do it some more in my off time.
Target marked.
Did I mess up the order here? I might have. No, we should be fine. Right. Because, yeah, we've got Gabriel now. We'll get another... Yeah. Okay. Perfectly fine.
There are the enemies.
Alright, all of that is perfectly
Hang in
okay.
there, coming.
Yes, again, we need to be pretty specific about what units we place when, I think. But I'm not super confident in placing Cora. Well, no. I can't justify not placing her as soon as I can, really, given circumstances. We don't need to use encapsuling immediately. We can retreat you. I feel like I'm losing track of what exactly I'm doing a little bit.
I'm heading into the thick of it.
You're heading out of the thick of it, actually. I don't know if this is the time we want to use Earth Spirit skill, but we're going to use Earth Spirit skill. Yes, we don't necessarily need Cora to survive very long on her own. Yes, there we go. So yes, shell defense is a game changer. Massive, massive increase in survivability. So yes, Lancet 2 might die. She might not. Oh, Blaze went down though. Ooh, that's bad. Yeah, that's an issue that I hadn't considered. But with our 2 defenders, we should actually be fine, honestly. I don't know that Cement will be fine, actually. But a boy can dream. Oh, Cora went down. Oh dear. Alright. Yeah, Cement should be fine now. But... Okay, nope, we had a... yeah, okay. So yeah, so things actually went substantially worse there. Which is not what I was expecting.
Come on, get it together.
I wonder... what went wrong there, then? I guess, yeah. A lot of it was probably just the not having magnetic hammer.
You gotta come closer.
Yeah. I think I was probably underestimating the effectiveness of magnetic hammer.
How is this possible?
Or just the effectiveness of having more damage, because again, Cora is able to defend very well with shell defense, hence the name. But while she's blocking, she's not attacking, and that's not a huge deal. But we lost Blaze. Well, yeah, I think the issue was just that we lost Blaze. If we hadn't lost Blaze, then we probably would have been fine. Bottom lane could use more physical DPS, yeah. I think... yeah. You know what? That is a consideration. I hadn't really thought about anything other than just loading up the team with medics, considering that survivability seemed to be the issue, AoE. You know what? That's also worth considering. I know I said that I was going to stop after this, but I do like the way you think. So, I think basically all of our DPS or all of our artillery snipers are probably fine. I think Shiryuki's probably best, both due to the fact that she's our highest level and because of Fatal Shuriken.
Understood.
You know what? We'll give this a shot. And I think I also want to see
ladies.
about...
Let's keep it cool.
I don't know, would Hibiscus be a better choice for Cement than... Yeah, I think Hibiscus would be a better choice for Cement than Gabriel. Alright, our timing's going to be off here a little bit, but I guess a lot of our timings have to do with when we get the lump sums of DP, so it's not that big of a deal. not great, but yeah, I think, honestly, with just a slightly more powerful medic on Cement, we can more consistently enable her to survive and not need to be quite as persnickety about how and when we use not to be quite as persnickety about how and when we use
Hear the roar of my chainsaw.
Earth Spirit. Yeah, given that we're using Earth Spirit mostly for damage, also, we might want to consider swapping her out, potentially.
Target marked.
Yeah. I guess, yeah, just the idea of adding more damage to the team never really occurred to me, because again, the issue in my mind was always just, oh, obviously we're just not, our units don't have the survivability they need. They're not getting healed the way that they need to be. And while that is true to an extent, the reason that they need to be healed is because they're taking damage. So if they weren't taking damage, they wouldn't need to be healed as much. Anyway.
Understood.
So, we'll try out Shiryuki. We need to get we need to get DP out of her and then swap her out.
Here we are.
Yes, likewise.
Linda.
Yes. I suppose we might as well use Earth Spirit skill. We don't necessarily need it, but we'll want to use it as soon as we can.
Who needs healing? Come over.
Roger that.
Alright.
Program healing mode enabled.
Activate Enkephalin. It's probably better to activate Enkephalin
Don't worry
sooner
if you
rather
see
than
fire.
later.
That's just a side effect.
Alright, so. Things didn't go great. But
Don't get yourself
things aren't
killed,
going
dummy.
terribly either. Oops. Hold on.
Doctor?
There we are.
Come to your senses.
So this is not going awful.
Cleaning work is my
I'm not
specialty.
confident that Blaze is going to survive this, but it's not implausible. Okay. And Cement's now got her next skill up.
Hang in
So,
there, coming.
actually, I think we've got it. Never mind. We were just a little bit late on Pure
Really
Stream there.
fighting.
This one will
If you
die.
want treatment, you gotta come closer.
Ready.
That's unfortunate. We could maybe potentially stall. We good? Yeah, actually, yeah, I think we are good.
Once the battle, you shouldn't have set
Yeah,
foot
we're
here.
actually, yeah, we're definitely good. Okay, cool.
Don't be afraid, please. Come to your senses.
So yeah, all of the, well, okay,
Ready.
right. We do have Shiryuki, so she can take out the one who is, well, maybe not, but she can try at least. Yeah, not quite enough. Unfortunate. Oh well.
Let's
That
work
was
harder
really
next
close
time.
though. But yes,
We can
very good
always do
suggestion.
better, right?
We can always do better. But yeah, that was actually really good. That was really good. I think that if we changed our specific choice of medics there, that could have actually, we could have gone the distance. Maybe don't activate Shiryuki skill the first time. That could, I guess, that's worth considering. Yeah, saving it for when did I activate it for the first time, actually? I was kind of caught up in the heat of the moment, so I wasn't paying that much attention to precisely when I used it. Honestly, I'm surprised that Cement went down there. I thought that structural support would have allowed her to get through it, but I guess, yeah, the buff does get consumed. Yeah, I think we didn't have Pure Stream there, and I almost wonder if deploying Pure Stream And having her first heal could have been good. Yeah, I keep saying that it's going to be the last one, but this is actually going to, for real, be the last one.
This shaft's got a complicated layout. Follow me.
Alright. Okay, so, like so. And we deploy Scavenger, like so. Alright, but yes, the top half is pretty settled. We've got everything figured out there, more or less. Again, Earth Spirit might not be necessarily the best choice if we just want her for the DPS, which is kind of what I was thinking of. Again, I was thinking in terms of, well, no, because yeah, they do lose quite a bit of HP over time. So the slow is probably still a pretty significant factor. Plus, it helps in the once they get to the middle of the arena. Yeah, if we could just get chainsaw extension module, if we could get that activated just a little bit earlier, that would be a game changer too.
For power and glory.
All
Ready
right,
to heal.
like so.
There's the enemies. If you want treatment, you gotta come closer.
All right, all right. So yes, then we get Shiryuki on the field pretty soon, I think.
Roger.
Now I'm not 100% confident. Do we? I don't think we put Shiryuki on the field this early. I think we put
Hurry up.
Faust first.
Alrighty.
Now I'm worried.
I'm heading into the thick of it.
Anyway. Oh, I realize now that we've got the Gavial situation kind of mixed up again, but oh well.
Cleaning work is my specialty.
If you want treatment, you gotta come closer. Linda, this ends here.
Alright.
Program.
So, like so. I don't know that we want to use... I suppose we can sit on this for a second. Yeah.
Affirmative.
Okay.
Surrender now if you don't want to get sawed in half.
Alright, alright. Oh no.
Authorized discharge.
Just a little bit too
Very
late.
well. All
Alright.
eyes on the move.
Alright, well, now we can switch to hard focusing Blaze healing. I don't know if Hibiscus is going to survive this very well, but we can try, certainly. Alright, alright. Blaze is actually surviving pretty well. And Keflin just went down, so we're not going to have as much healing on her.
Alright. Did that splash of cool water wake you up?
Okay, Blaze might be...
Relax them. Dig, dig.
Okay.
Spineless scumbag. Hang in there.
You don't need to worry about it too much, because that guy just needs to be delayed for a few seconds, basically.
What's the battle to the power of the earth?
Unfortunate. But
Don't get yourself killed, dummy.
I think we're probably okay. Yeah, we are going to get one getting by cement, unfortunately, but Shiryuki,
Ready.
yeah,
Shadow.
we want to make sure that this is active. Could it have been useful to
If you want treatment, you gotta come
swap
closer.
out cement for Croissant there, get a little bit more blocking for a little bit longer? Because I don't think that this guy is going to go down before he reaches the... No. Very close, though.
Dagnabbit. The enemy got away.
Hmm.
That ain't good for my rep.
It is what it is. Alright, well, We have been through some hard times here, and we have come out all the stronger for it. I'm now... Okay, yeah. I was half worried I was going to look at Blaze and realize that I had never leveled up her skill at all, but no, it's pretty leveled. But yeah. A little bit more survivability on Blaze would have gotten us there, I think. But I think we're pretty okay with how things turned out. But yeah. Again, just a lot of it comes down to just having numbers that aren't really, really great for this point in the game. And it looks like we're going to have more troubles, though this is going to be interesting, because we're only defending a single... Well, I guess we were only defending a single point last time, but... Well, nothing for it right now. We will have to wait until the time comes. Yes. So, with that then, we return. So yes. So, thank you for joining me tonight. It has been fun. And, yeah. So, Arknights. Right. Okay. Schedule. Okay. Yes. So, tonight has been Arknights. We have gotten through Operation 6-3. So, that's good. But yes, it looks like we're still going to have a lot of trouble going forward. In fact, looking at the description for 6-4, I'm definitely worried. I'm worried even more so now. But it is what it is. We will cross that bridge when we get to it, and maybe we'll fall off the bridge in the process, but... Anyway. So yes. So, tomorrow, once again, I expect not to stream. And I expect to stream on Wednesday. But going forward, I do plan to hopefully be streaming on Monday and Tuesday instead of Tuesday and Wednesday. And of course, everything from Thursday through Saturday you can expect to be the same. For the rest of this week, though, once again, Wednesday you can expect some more Atelier Yumiya. Thursday you can expect Atelier Yumiya again, because I got the schedule a little bit mixed up. But yes. Friday, you can expect some more Mika and the Witch's Mountain, and then Saturday, you can expect some more Arknights. The Thursday and Friday streams, you can expect to be around 9 p.m. Central Time, and then all the rest you can expect to be around 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Alright, there we go. So, as always, if anyone has any raid suggestions, I would be delighted to hear them. If not, I can find a target on my own. And let's see. I've still got the circumstances of that mission on my mind. I'm trying to think of what I could do to get that elusive 3rd star. I mean, there's a lot of small changes we can make, but anyway. Yes, I will take a sip once more. And so yes, so I'm not seeing any raid target suggestions, so I think tonight then we are going to go and see Physicist, who is playing some more Dark Souls 3. Good work tonight, thank you. Yes, this was definitely hard work tonight, if nothing else. This was a challenge. But yeah, again, this is proving to me more and more that I don't necessarily need to rely on keeping my units at a low level or anything like that in order to still face a fair challenge, because this is not easy, even after I have leveled up a lot of my units to be close to the expected level. But yeah, anyway, one way or the other though, once again, Physicist playing some Dark Souls 3 with the Convergence mod this time. Yes, playing with the Convergence mod as last time we raided into him, I should say. But yeah, Convergence is a mod that adds a lot of things to Dark Souls 3, changes a lot of things. I know a lot of the changes have to do with adding additional spell schools and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know all the details because I haven't played with the mod, but yes, that being said, once again, we've got the raid set up, Physicist. Oh, hold on, that's not Physicist. hold on, I spelled it wrong, I think. Yep. Yes. Alright, here we go. Physicist. Alright, there we go. So yes, so the customary raid message is, as always, we have arrived. And so, thank you all for being here tonight. I hope that you have had a fine night. I hope that you will continue to have a fine night every night. And I hope that you will be well until the next time I see you. Thank you all very much, and farewell. Let us get this raid underway.